Bobby, how tough is it covering Saquon as a route runner?
Very tough. Yeah.
Seems like you do that, a couple of times a day.
Yeah.
Practices.
And it's honestly great practice for me because I don't think there's I think Christian McCaffrey's a great route runner, but I think Saquon might be the best.
What makes him so good at that?
He's just speed. He's got speed. He's got shiftiness. His wiggle is really good, and he's a dominant player.
When you guys are in one-on-ones, do you arrange that so you're always going against each other for the most part?
Yeah, iron sharpens iron, so I try to give him the best look I can, and I always know I'm going to get a great look from him.
What have you seen from Micah? It seems like he's been alongside you a lot the last couple of practices. What is he showing you?
Yeah, a lot of maturity, and he plays fast, he plays physical, and he's got a lot of trust in himself.
How much did things change for you, whether it's him or Beavers? I know they're different type players, so how does that impact you?
I love both their play style. I think Micah's always on it. He plays fast, and Beavers has a swag and a confidence about him. So it's really just getting my mindset going from Will to Mike when I'm playing with both of them. But I feel comfortable with both.
How big of a difference is that going from Will to Mike?
Not too much. My whole career I've repped both. I played the Sam my rookie year, played Mike, and then switched to Will. So I've been comfortable with both.
Is it tough? You want to go into this preseason game, assuming you play, and you want to get better and see more things. When you're facing a rookie quarterback, is that almost less of a challenge, less of an opportunity to get better?
No, I still think Bryce Young's a great player. Obviously there's some stuff in the league, some mistakes he hasn't made yet that he's learned from. So, we'll just watch the tape and just prepare for him like any opponent.
Hey, Bobby, as a player, how much time do you need game time in the preseason?
Personally, I like to play. You got to feel those first couple tackles. You can come out here and practice as much as you want, but your heart rate being up, those RPMs of those 9-10 play series. There's nothing that's going to really replicate that. So I think it's important to play in the preseason, but obviously our head coach and coaching staff and trainers just figure that all out, and we just go play.
Bobby, when you were on the other side of facing the Giants, how much of a concern was Saquon as a pass catcher? Because it seemed like in the past they used him just as like checkdowns, and now they're using him against you guys in like slots and stuff. So
yeah,
was he a big concern before? And now that he's being used different, can you put yourself in an opponent's shoes and think about what you might be thinking?
No, 100%. I'm thinking back to last year when we played him. It was don't give Saquon any space, just because of how dynamic and special he is with the ball in his hand in space. So he's a threat, and anytime he's on the field, he's one of the best football players. So.
Do you like the wrinkle that they're showing with him, like more as a pass catcher?
Yeah, I love it. I think it just makes our offense more dynamic.
How about Darren Waller, Bobby? How difficult of a matchup is he?
Yeah, from a speed, size combination, there's not a lot of guys who can match up with him physically. He just plays hard.
Did you have an outside looking in perception of Daniel Jones, and then now that you are a teammate of his, seeing him every single day, did it change at all about the style of player, and if so, in what way?
No, I think it just reconfirmed it. Obviously playing you guys last season or playing us last season, I got to see firsthand how competitive he was. A couple of those runs, a lot of quarterbacks aren't really like putting on the line for their team like that physically, and just to see the way he prepares. He's the first guy in every day. Just his leadership on the field, his conditioning. I just think he's a great leader.
What is obviously you can't force takeaways, but you guys, I know you didn't play, but like the defense as a whole got a couple in the last game.
Yep.
Dane got one out here. Dane ripped that ball out against the Lions in joint practices. Is that something that's being emphasized, or can you not emphasize it? Because if you emphasize it, then you're going to make a mistake and allow a big play.
No, you can emphasize it. You want to play as disciplined in the scheme as you can, but you always preach swarming to the ball, and you preach punching out the ball, and it's the extra effort that gets takeaways. And you've seen that from Dane. That 2-minute series being in conditioned shape, and that play, he's just hustling the ball, punching the ball out. So the more we get in condition, better shape, the more takeaways we'll get.
Does Dane seem to have as much linebacker in him as a safety?
I just think Dane's a complete football player. He can hit, he can run, he can tackle, and he's very smart.